here, we've just taken the tail shaft and the old exhaust out of the Monaro.
I'm not here, just my legs. My spirit.
How you going, Shawnee?
It's exhausting work under here. I wish I could pry myself away from it, but I really can't. You should probably muffle that out of the edit.
No.
Do you want me to keep going?
No.
No. Filming now. What are we up to, Ev?
Putting the shifter in, bro.
Putting a shifter in.
Tail shafts in. Just gotta throw the exhaust in after this. And then this car, once we put the pedals back in and we don't Flintstone anymore, we can take this for a drive.
You don't really need brakes on a car that doesn't really go, though.
Well, you need an accelerator to make it go, don't you?
Yeah. Alright. So, tail shaft is in, we can see that big hole for gap. Do we need exhaust? Makes it sound. Let's just leave it there. Let's just let it dump at the shifter.
For the moment, let's just turn it on, see what it sounds like.
Yeah. Well, it's got the cats. It's fine. It's legal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we just finished putting the exhaust back in. You exhausted, Sean?
It's in.
And it's in. Now, because it came out of Monaro, and Monaro's a little bit shorter, she's a bit of a stealth exhaust. She's a bit recessed. Even the hangers, it's off. I don't think the hangers are. Yeah, the hangers are a bit further back too, aren't they?
Where is it? Oh, yeah. Zip ties.
Zip ties, metal zip ties.
Right. That box is hitting your head shield too. It's a completely different box. The good thing is we should just be able to buy a VT rear end
Yeah, hopefully.
and just unbolt it from here.
But the center part's fine. It's just
Yeah, so we should.
It's just the rear section.
It's just the rear box that needs to be extended.
Oh well. It'll start at least for the moment. What are you doing, Shawnee? Stealing some fuel.
No. What are you trying to say, Ev? What are you trying to say? I just turn up and steal shit all the time. At least I do it properly. Alright, let's give it first kick in the gut and see what happens. Who left the wipers on?
Okay.
Alright, let's see what happens.
That happened. Alright, ready?
Yep.
I got nothing. I'm not hearing anything.
Nope.
Well, after hours of trying to figuring out why it didn't start, it was because one of my ignition pins was in the wrong spot, and according to my schematic, this pin said it was a fuel level, which I thought was a bit weird, and I'll show you why. Pin X206 is pin 17, but it's yellow. And then here, ignition, there it is there. Pin X206 17, but it's orange, which equates to orange over there. So I don't know why Holden said that, but. And now, after I put my wiring connector and thrown a cable across, there we go. 13 volts. Oh, my battery's a bit high. So hopefully it should start now. Alright, let's see how this goes again. There's fuel. Still nothing. Wait. I got an idea now. Alright, so what I got here is, this is my Kelmaker VT L67 ECU, and that's the mem car that used to be in it. It doesn't have VATs or anything on it, which is probably still on the VY one. So we're going to shove it in and let's see if it starts. Prick. I have a check engine light. I have no idea what it's for, but we'll look at it later. Well, there you go. All done. Pretty much just got to finish putting all the interior back together. It all starts, it all runs. Got to figure out what we're going to do to get an extra one around, but I've already got an idea. So, alright, it's another day. Finished putting the wiring back together. It looks nice and tidy. Engine goes back on. Just throwing the airbox in now because I've got to connect up the map and the temp sensor, which was throwing an error code, which was that light last night. Yeah, just got to finish putting it all back. And then what we'll do is go through and I'm going to steal the automatic pedal box out of that thing so it can have the manual pedal box that was in this. Alright, so much quieter. Alright, now I'm just going to descale it with some radiator flush because inside was a bit how going, a bit of corrosion. And then we're going to let it run through, then we're going to dump it, and then we're going to put some fresh coolant in there. Slowly getting there, a bit more bubbles. Thermostat just kicked in, fans are going. Water's changing colour. Yum. Well, whilst I wait, might as well make this look pretty. Just remove, let the old crap flow out. Oh, yuck. Oh, give this another clean out. Alright, round two. Still pretty bad, but that'll be enough for now. Well, I think she's bled. Engine is now officially done. Let's move on to other stuff. Final night, Sean, just pulling all the last bits out.
Yeah, we'll
we go driving tonight?
I don't know. Depends on what time we call bedtime. It is a school night. But we gotta
finish putting all that back together.
Got a bit of shit to put all back in. So, but this bit's good, because this bit's not.
Yeah.
So that's right. We'll get into it.
Yeah, last night it was a bit of a pain for me. I started doing it, and then I fell out of Monaro, and I had a cramp in my leg and everything. And Sean's laughing now.
getting a cramp, getting out of your car. I've been there. It's not good.
All right. We'll go through, throw some hyperlapse, finish us off, and then we'll go for a drive, test it, make sure we're all good, and then we can say this job is complete and move on to Magnaro.
Cool. Test drive time. What do we think, Ev?
Oh, it's going really well actually. The only downside is my exhaust is very short, so it knocks at the back.
We could just put some zip tie on it. Zip ties fix everything.
Zip ties fix everything. So a bit of bit of rattling and road noise. There's a few grommets I got to fill. So there's a bit of road noise coming through those grommets, those holes from the old fuel lines and everything up in the boot. Yeah, but it goes alright.
Other than that, everything's nice and smooth.
And then this is what a stock pulley and an XU6 tune gives you. Nothing.
Nothing. Wow, that was disappointing. Is that even actually doing anything?
No. Well, I fixed this pulley squeak. But what I thought was a pulley squeak is actually an alternator squeak. So I've put the alternator from Bigev in there, and now it's all gone. Gotta figure out how to fix a bearing. Anyway, the sound of silence. There we go. Nice and quiet. Go for a drive. Give my honest review on my way to work. Whoop. There's the airbag light still. Well, since I threw extra fuel into it, I get no more of those surging issues. Obviously there was a bit of air in the line. But this car is an absolute pleasure to drive. I don't know if it's because I'm now in my mid-30s and I just like a car that doesn't make a lot of noise, but it feels fantastic to drive. Hear that stock boost, all 5 pounds. Yeah, it's gets up and goes. Using having the 3, 4, 6 gears with the 4L60E. No deep drone of an exhaust. I get to enjoy this car. It feels great sitting in the BT Calais leather seats. I gave them a clean and some moisturiser the other day. Yeah. Just being on low springs and low shocks, it's a bit of road noise and bumps, and you can hear that diff in the back and still making that noise. You can actually hear it more now, seeing that there's no exhaust note or whipple blower whining its head off. So I'll get around to that at some point. But at the moment the car's not going anywhere. It's going to be used as a research and extra content for the channel. So yeah, you'll see this thing around a bit longer. I'm stuck on the side of the road because my alternator died. So yeah, fun times. Well, that didn't go to plan. Alternator's cooked itself. How do I know? That's cold to touch, and that's warm. I got parts on the way. My mobile Canic has arrived. Alright, it's all done. Should start pretty good now. Oh, like brand new. So, don't tell my wife, but I think I didn't put the negative on tight enough and it wasn't really connected 100%. So I don't know if that's the issue or the alternator's actually dead, but thank you for bringing me parts, babe. Ah, the alternator is shot. This thing at 12 volts. So what's it saying now?
13, 14.
So I was an idiot. I didn't have the regulator clicked in fully on the back. So now it works.
No juice.
Now it has juice.
Hey.
Alright, this is going to be it for this car for a long time until I get it back around to doing it again. But it's not leaving my side anytime soon. You should see some more work on the Magnaro and the Catfish Calais shortly. The Magnaro is just, I'm just waiting on parts to come. Pockets are burning right now. Just spent some deep coin on some more parts, but they should arrive shortly. But Sean is pretty much ready to go. I've got parts at the shed ready to be put in. If you're in Brisbane and you're a genuine human being and have an L67, got issues, I am more than happy to help. Just shoot us a comment in there and we can give you a hand. Been dealing with these motors for a while, so anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the flip side, and be another one out again shortly. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I know there's a lot of viewers that watch these videos that still haven't, but trying to get to that 1,000 mark. So if you haven't, jump over, hit like, subscribe, add us on the old Faceballs or Instagram. But yeah, just search for Tin Shed TV. Alright, catch ya. All the boosts.